Growing up, I learned how to pray the 5 daily prayers. By the age of 5, I had memorized the last 7 chapters of the Quran and recited those regularly. And I actually finished the entire Quran recitation in Arabic by the age of 5. So I would challenge people on the gospel. Challenging one specific Christian, for the first time, someone was able to actually respond to my challenge. Islam very clearly denies some things about Jesus. It denies that he ever died on the cross, denies that he ever claimed to be God. Islam denies the death, deity, and resurrection of Jesus. Well, according to Paul, what do you need to believe in order to be saved? If you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord, and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. The very 3 things Islam denies, you have to believe. So for me, it was a matter of trying to prove that those things didn't happen. As I was trying to disprove those things, I realized the evidence for Jesus' death, deity, and resurrection was very strong. When I realized the evidence was strong, then I turned my eyes to Islam and I said, how strong is the evidence for Islam? When I leveled the same criticisms I had leveled on Christianity on Islam, the foundation fell apart. And so that's when it became a matter between me and God of actually asking him to show me the truth. The only way you can really get guidance directly from him is through dreams. This dream was powerful. In this dream, I was standing at the threshold of a narrow door. At the other side of this doorway was a room that was set with a feast. And I knew in my dream that that room was heaven. I wanted to get into that room, but I couldn't, because at the other end of the doorway was my friend David. I couldn't get in because he was blocking the way, and so I looked at him and I said, David, I thought we were going to eat together. And he says, you haven't responded. When I woke up, I told my friend David the dream. He said, Nabeel, this dream is so clear. Just go to Luke chapter 13. And when I opened it up, there was a section there that was titled, The Narrow Door. And when I saw it, my heart just stopped. What it says is Jesus was going through the towns and villages preaching the good news. And the disciples said, Lord, are many going to be saved? And he said, make every effort to enter through that narrow door. And you will see people sitting inside at the feast of the kingdom of heaven. I knew that God had given me a dream straight out of the Bible, and he placed me inside a parable, showed me exactly where I was, and he left my decision up to me. It was very clear for me at that point what I needed to do. In order for a Muslim to become a Christian, they have to be willing to give up a lot. It wasn't just me saying, I'm going to change my beliefs. It's me saying, I'm going to leave my family and everything they've stood for. I asked God to comfort me through it. Matthew chapter 5 in the Beatitudes. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Wow. It was like my heart was just electrified into life when I read that, and my life has never been the same.